What up? We are back again. All of us this time. It's amazing.
First time.
Who is excited? I am for
party starting.
So the topic today, I've already forgotten it. It is probably what did you think of Beetlejuice 2?
I liked it. I saw it enough, but
yeah, I saw it too.
Yeah, I
thought it was good. The only thing that got me was the reveal of Beetlejuice. He's just like sitting at a desk, and I was like, no, do like a big reveal. But
yeah, the trailer really spoiler alert, I guess, if this isn't even a spoiler alert, but yeah, I thought for sure, because in the trailer it showed like, you know, coming out of the little miniature city,
the model, right?
I thought, oh, that's a really cool way to enter, but just sitting there I was like, oh, okay. But
yeah, it was weird.
I liked it a lot. I actually really like, I'm shocked of like how much that I really did enjoy it. It was good, and it was cool seeing like at the theater too, everybody was like dressed up in like stripes and stuff. It was crazy to see. Yeah, it was really cool to see.
Are you sure you weren't just in the theater with a bunch of Foot Locker employees, or?
Oh, come to think of it, yeah, actually, they're all trying to sell me Nike Dunks.
Okay, cool.
But no, it's good. It's good that we're all on here. I think this one we just wanted to kind of just chit chat, I guess. Kind of, there's been quite a few things that have come up in like the music world lately. You know, with One More Time Part 2, there's Oasis, there's Linkin Park, like there's, you know, a lot of cool stuff that was coming. So I thought maybe just kind of get us all together and get thoughts and just kind of talk about it a little bit. But I guess the first really is One More Time Part 2. So they've, you know, kind of teased this for quite some time. It's now finally out. They did the teasers, they did the 182 seconds of listening and all that. So
and they were playing the Can't Go Back live for a long time, weren't they?
Yeah. So Sully, maybe we'll start with you.
Cool.
What did you kind of think of One More Time Part 2?
I really liked it. I think there's like some really good standout songs. Some of the songs which I think should have made the actual album, but there's some songs as well that aren't great. For me at least anyway, just kind of personal preference, but it's nice to see them kind of experiment a little bit more. Do you know what I mean? For me, this kind of sounded a little bit more like Nine and Untitled if they had a baby. Do you know what I mean? It was a little bit more experimental, and you could see that they were kind of pushing the envelope a little bit more, which I always really enjoy. I know some people want the like, you know, kind of quintessential Blink sound, but I like it when they kind of test themselves and kind of try these other avenues.
Yeah, I agree. I think you know, from what Untitled was and what Untitled, like, you know, 2, like the one after could have been, you know, Angels and Plus 44 and stuff. But yeah, I see what you mean with it too, that it is a little bit more evolutionary from part 1 anyways. Yeah. Brian, what about you?
Okay, so I'm looking at my phone for the track names to remind myself.
It's hard to remember, isn't it?
Yeah. I think from a release standpoint, I love getting more music when you don't expect it. I don't understand why. I think instead of dropping No Fun and All in My Head, they should have done one of those and then Can't Hold Back. It was really weird that they didn't go ahead and give us Can't Hold Back when we had been hearing it live. But that's just a nitpicky thing. As far as the songs go, I love No Fun. It's really cool. I just am not crazy about the beginning part. After that, it's a great song. All in My Head is great, catchy, fun. Can't Go Back is good, but it's very slow. I kind of feel like Can't Go Back could have been the One More Time song when they first came back. If they had used Can't Go Back, that would have been kind of a cool, like, casual song. If they wanted something a little less heartstringy, I don't know. It was just something I was thinking about, and I was like, imagine if Can't Go Back was the return song. It would have been kind of cool.
Yeah, never thought of that.
Every Other Weekend's probably the best one on there for me, because it feels like it could be a catchy song. It reminds me of that Plus 44 cliff diving, like, a lot. I don't know why. Everyone Everywhere is experimental, and I love it, because it's something unique that they haven't done before. I can't remember If You Never Left right now. I don't remember disliking it. Is that your favorite?
It's like in my like top 3, but there's like I think the best, like, it's only like 10 seconds at the end of that song, but it sounds like super kind of Untitled, and it's like I think it's the best 10 seconds of the whole part 2.
Oh,
you have to go back and listen. It's like a big
out.
Like drums, octaves, and like Mark singing like a little bit. Honestly, man, it's so good.
Yeah, One Night Stand was good, and then Take Me In, out of all the new ones, that's my least favorite. But I don't hate it. It's just
no way.
The part, yeah, it's just like the part where Mark goes through, like I just, like that kills me. Like, I just wish he would go through. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I like the chorus with Tom singing. It's just and I'm like, please stop. But
because that's one of my favorites. But I agree, that's the one bit I don't like. Is that bit?
Yeah, like. Felt like a weird choice to do that. Like, I don't know. But that's just me. What did you think, Stefan?
Yeah, for me, like, Can't Go Back was when I first heard it on the tour, like was a big standout for me. I really, really like that song a lot. So I do agree with what you're saying, that should have kind of been the single just because everybody knows it. It seems like Mark also likes when the crowd sings along to the songs. Like, that's why he likes more of like the hits than anything. So I do think that that would have been one to put out. But regardless, One Night Stand is the guitar part. I know it's kind of everywhere on the internet, but I guess like Tom wrote that little guitar riff part earlier on, like in 2018 or 17 or something like that. And I always really liked that. So hearing that in this, I know it's not as pretty and full, I guess you can say, as like it would be on acoustic, but it was really cool hearing that, you know, incorporated in this. I really like when the guys have something from years ago and they bring it back, you know, either unexpectedly or just like in like a verse or a bridge or something. So having that was really cool. But other than that, yeah, like to your point too, like it is a little bit of a different sound than part one, which is good. I'd rather it be a bit different than just, you know, kind of the same genre or idea of songs from part one. So that was really cool. I don't know what's next for them after this. I know everybody kind of anticipated, you know, the coming of part two, and what comes after is now the big mystery. So we'll see. I wonder if they'll do another LP or just keep doing EPs, because that's what Tom's kind of known for too, isn't it? Like doing just a bunch of EPs. Like look at from, you know, how many EPs that Angels had, right? Or LPs that like song or albums or whatever. That's only 4 songs.
I think if they tour again in like 2 or 3 years, they'll do another album.
Yeah, they've been going pretty nonstop for the past, you know, 2 years. Like I think it's good for them probably just to take a little bit of time, you know, have the part 2 out so those songs can kind of stand on their own and they can take a bit of a break. Yeah, all in all, I really enjoyed it, like, so far.
I think it's exciting to see where they might go, and I kind of hope on the next like album they get someone like Butch Vig or someone in, you know, like go back to the basics and get some like, you know, kind of recording like real amps and stuff. I think that would be cool, you know, like how the Foo Fighters do.
Yeah, no, that I mean, I think that'd be really cool to do. It just seems like it's just so easy now for these modeling amps and all of that to, because instead of having, like, if you remember for the entitled different amps with different guitars with different strings with whatever, but now they can just like click a button and there's your new amp, click another button, there's your new placement for a microphone. Like it does make it a heck of a lot easier.
Play the whole part for you, and
yeah that's just it now. So I think it'd be cool to go back to actual physical pieces of gear to record, but we'll see. I mean, one thing with part 2, they released it the same time that Oasis finally announced their big return comeback that has been teased, and the Linkin Park. Oasis for me, like I was never a big huge Oasis fan, like growing up. Like I liked a few of their songs, and I definitely didn't appreciate, you know, the brothers or the band as a whole until later on in life, not during the full hype. But I mean, obviously as soon as they announced they were coming back, there was next to impossible to get tickets, and if you are going to get tickets, the cost of it. And you know, Brian, you and I were talking the other day.
Only, and they, like, somebody asked them about a US tour and they're like, no.
Well, I was gonna ask you guys, because like from memory, like, you know, growing up, like Oasis were huge. Oasis and Blur, like Battle of the Bands, like in the UK. But I don't remember them ever doing like particularly well, like, you know, in America and Canada. I might just be imagining that. But were they ever like doing huge, like, big tours, and like did they go crazy for them over there? Or?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know about, like, Blur, not as much. But I remember, like, obviously they had their hits that were huge, but Oasis was always like I remember, like, in middle school, like Oasis, like, huge right? Or not so much. I don't remember touring because like where I live in Canada, it's very niche, I guess. So I wouldn't have seen it, but they would have come to the main cities anyways, like the Torontos of the world or Vancouvers and stuff like that. But yeah, they were still really big. Like I have a few friends that are massive Oasis fans, like how they are with Oasis. You know, we are kind of with Blink. But regardless, it would have been like I would love to go down to the UK for it, but it seems like it's really expensive for these concerts. So I really hope they do a world tour, because there was something that said Oasis world tour. Like I don't know if
maybe
like I don't know if world tour for these guys just means the UK, but it was funny too, seeing the bets and stuff. Like Brian, you and I were talking, and like what was the odds of them even getting through the UK tour?
Yeah, 4-1 that they won't even get through the whole UK tour. So if you bought tickets, hopefully you got insurance.
or at least the first two shows.
And then you saw that article that like Liam was like, Liam responds to fans criticizing how hard it is to get tickets. He responds with, "Get over it."
Liam and Noel are
savage
rock stars. Like they are true rock stars. And it's funny because I was watching a lot of interviews with Liam, because like I think Liam's wanted to like get the band back together for quite some time. It's just, and Noel I think was like, yeah, offer me this and I'll do it, and guarantee you a big truckload of money came in for these tours.
Did you hear they made a huge offer to the guys from the Smiths, Morrissey, and what's that other guy? He was in Modest Mouse.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
They offered them a large amount of money, and the guy that was in Modest Mouse, God, what's his name? I'm gonna have to look it up. But he said he didn't even respond to the text message, and Morrissey was like, "I'll do it." And let's see. Funny. What is his name? Johnny Marr. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Johnny
he didn't even respond to the message. Like they offered like a crap ton of money, and he didn't even respond. And Morrissey was like, "I'll do it."
Yeah, the amount of money, like just it's crazy. Like
it's all just big right now. I mean, you can use that as a segue. Like pretend, like don't even worry about your opinions of Linkin Park. Just think about how much money they've probably been offered to come back.
Yeah.
And like probably for 7 years.
Yeah.
And finally the number, I mean, they can say all day like, oh, it felt right for the band or whatever, but finally the number made sense to Mike. Right?
Yeah, every year they add like an extra zero every year.
All right.
Did you guys like, for me, it was midnight and I was just about to go to bed and I saw the thing pop up and I was like, oh shit, I gotta watch this. Did you guys watch it, the live stream?
Yeah.
I've
watched it a few times even afterwards too. It's
so
it's really, really good.
It's not fair to compare and like sit there and like people are showing clips of Chester and then Emily and they're like, who did it better? And I'm like, oh great, she had one concert and you're over here like comparing the guy that wrote it. It's so stupid. And I think she did great. I thought she was great.
Me too.
I could tell she was nervous at the beginning, but like some of my highlights were Chester always said the hardest song to sing, or one of them, was Crawling, and I thought she did so good on Crawling.
Yeah.
I thought that was her best. I thought that was her best vocal performance at the whole show. It was incredible.
It was so good, and I liked In the End, and I liked One Step Closer. I learned it last night on guitar. I'm so jazzed. So like, nice. I'm down, man. It's all going to depend who they tour with and how much it is if I go. But like, I support it. And
there's some dates.
But also, we're all fans of Skiba filling in for Tom. Like everybody gets so mad, and it's like, what would you rather have? Like, no music and you can just pretend like it's like Nirvana forever and just listen to the same stuff, or have the form of the band and listen to the tracks. And they always say like they should change the band name. Why? I want to go to the concert and hear the hits. I don't want to hear just new music. I want to hear the hits too. I get it. Tom didn't write the songs. Emily didn't write the songs. But I want to sit there and sing those along. Like, is that okay with you? Can I have a Linkin Park shirt that says 2025 on it or whatever? Yeah. People get so mad about it.
No, I think they picked a great choice. One for in Emily, but I think just in general, just doing like having a female do it, because if it was a male, I think there'd be so many comparisons already, and I mean there's already a lot of comparisons with Emily, but she I think fits it perfectly. In my
opinion. They started with that new song, Emptiness Machine.
Yeah.
And it was playing, and then it got to that like chorus where she has that raspy kind of singing in there.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, is this a Linkin Park song that I'm not aware of? Let me go look it up. Because I was like, oh, is this a Chester song? So like, in my opinion, they have fit the format of Linkin Park, because it's not like totally different. Because I sat there and I was like, wait a minute, is this a Chester song? Let me check.
Yeah. Oh, it's true. Like it's like they picked it up, but I'm sure. Well, we know, like, you know, Mike has been still writing stuff, regardless of, like, he did his own little solo thing for a bit, which I thought was really good. But having them all on stage, I know the lead guitarist Brad. He, I think, is now leaving.
He's not gonna tour. He doesn't like the touring grind, and he just doesn't like touring. He wants to do like studio and writing work, and he has a family, and he wants to be with it. Like, people go crazy online. And then they also said that the drummer left. No, Mike said he left years ago before they even planned this. I will admit, I wanted to see what one of the Creed shows looks like in 2024 on YouTube. Yeah. So I put one out, man.
Oh, I watched it. Yeah, I watched
it. Dude, like, everybody was like, Mark Tremonti's only in this band for the money. But dude, he was having so much fun, and he gave his guitar to a fan in the crowd, and he high-fived him, and it was just like, okay, that's cool. Not a guy that's just taking money and not having fun. Can we stop making things up?
Yeah. But no, it's all in all, it's good, and kind of segue to the next kind of topic. But you know, Derek Rimley from Zone 41 posted almost kind of like a cryptic message, right? Like of a big announcement coming Wednesday, and with all of the lore behind Linkin Park, something's happened with Linkin Park. Everybody thought
it was the lamest announcement ever,
and Oasis as well.
You come to a show and you have your receipt of your book. I'll give you a signed book cover. It's like, dude, what in the world? Like, that was...
You could have just tweeted that, couldn't they, or something?
Yeah, but maybe if, you know, Oasis didn't get back, if Linkin Park didn't get back, whatever, maybe the announcement would have been a little bit more, but it was very lackluster in comparison. But, you know, he said in, I think in the video, he's like, you know, with all these big things happening, like, he obviously wasn't planned that he was going to release like that announcement, but...
I mean, you kind of have to think that he did that on purpose to get more people to view it, because it was about his book, and it was like he didn't build up. When he could have just told people, I'll give you a signed jacket for your book.
Yeah, could have. I did think, you know, I got caught in the hype too, that I did think that Derek might have been the new Linkin Park singer.
Yeah, I was convinced, weren't they? Like, everyone was like, it's
and I don't know if you follow, a lot of people thought it was the singer of Saliva. And he was like flying to LA days before, and he did like a cryptic day one as he's getting off the airplane. Like, and he's been putting up Linkin Park covers on his Instagram. Like, everybody was like messing with the internet on this thing.
Maybe it was really cool. It was like almost like an April Fool's kind of like, you're like, is this real? Is this not real? Like, it's hard to tell which is fact, fiction, and. Yeah,
I was going to say, because Derek and Mike Schneider know each other, don't they? So maybe Mike Schneider was like, "Hey, Derek, let's have fun with the internet," you know?
Yeah, all right.
It could have
maybe
been.
It guy too.
It could have definitely been.
And you know what's funny? You're talking about all this nostalgia stuff. Like, Limp Bizkit came back, you know, and their shows are going great. And what I think is hilarious about their set list is they open and close with break stuff.
Yeah.
They're like, you get it twice. You get it when we come out, and you get it when we leave. I just thought that was such a cool move.
The way that they've evolved their act and is so good. Like, I hope that a show comes close to me that I can hit it up.
I would love to go. I'm just scared of the crowd.
He's such a good front man.
Yeah, I'd have to send him. I'm too old and brittle.
Have you seen like how he looks now though? He kind of looks like Santa Claus a bit. He's got like a big white bushy beard, and he doesn't look anything like he used to.
Corey Feldman opened too, right?
Which is crazy. Which is crazy for an opening.
I was going to say, you see the solo? He definitely played that.
Unreal. No, it's definitely a good time for music, and even another, Disney even released that a whole new sound album.
Yeah.
With, Newfound Glory, Mayday Parade, Yellow Card, We the Kings. Have you guys listened to it at all?
Oh yeah, my favorite.
I've heard a couple.
The Magnolia Park Eye to Eye.
Yeah,
it's so good.
It's so good. Yeah, it's so good. It's funny because I just took the kids to Disney, and my son Jacob, he's 11, but we watched a Goofy movie like 6 times during that trip. So when I saw Eye to Eye was on it, I myself was like, holy crap, that's like eye to eye out of all of the Disney songs.
So lyrics of that song, there's no AI back then. They are so good. Yeah. Like if you just read the lyrics, it's like, wow, this is about love and partnership, and like it can apply to anyone. Like it's so good.
And it's in a Goofy movie. Like
it can apply to like you and your cat or something.
It's
like
so good.
Perfect song.
I was happy with like a lot of the songs that they did pick, and I'm just wondering, like, I wonder how this all this stuff would come, right? Like, does Disney reach out to them and just say, here's a track list you guys can pick? Is it, hey, we'd like to have you on, you guys can pick the song? Like, I really wonder how that all comes into play with that. Hey, like, it's because this is the first time that Disney is doing it.
You saw where like Chad at Newfound Glory was like, what song are we gonna have? And he's going around his house showing all the Little Mermaid stuff. I'm sure they had some kind of pick on it.
Yeah. You'd hope so, because it gives them like creative freedom then, doesn't it, to like pick the song, make it their own.
Probably out of the list. Like the higher ranked bands get to choose first. Like Simple Plan, I mean, I know a lot of people probably don't like them, but they were probably one of the biggest bands on that list, so they probably got to pick first or close to it.
Yeah, for sure. I thought it was cool. This is the first time though that Disney themselves are doing something like this. The only thing,
not just the cover album thing.
Exactly. The only thing that I think would have made this whole thing like unreal is if they did like a merch. Like a Disney
So
like
I want the album cover on a t-shirt. I need to go see if somebody can make it.
Oh, I'm sure they
so like cool with like they're like wearing we probably got it right here.
I'm looking at it right now. But it's like imagine having like a Newfound Glory Disney or a Mayday Parade Disney, Simple Plan Disney, like collab shirt, like merch and stuff. Like that would be that'd be so cool.
Look at that, dude.
Yeah, like a pop punk Disney character.
Like purple. The other thing is, I'm sure David saw this on Discord. I saw some screenshots on Reddit that Blink got approached with the first Pirates movie. Whoa. And that they were going to do like A Pirate's Life for Me in the credits or something.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That would have been really, really cool. I wonder what happened.
I doubt it would have been the credits song. Like it would have been in the credits after a song or two. But like, it would have been so neat.
It would have been huge.
Yeah, it would have been really cool.
They said they got to go to like the premiere of the Pirates movie, go to the park when there's nobody in the park and ride the rides, and
that would have been because Mark's a huge Disney fan, obviously, right? Like
massive, yeah.
So that would have been cool. But I do hope that there is a part 2. I was talking with my friend. They did do a part 2. What band would you, and obviously Blink would be cool to see, but aside from even Blink, what band would you want to see on if they did a whole new sound part 2?
Pop punk bands,
Paramore.
Yeah, Paramore all the way. But they're kind of more alternative now, but I think that would be so cool.
Yeah. So
if we're going pop punk, I'd probably pick MXPX, I think.
Ooh, that'd be.
I think they'd do it cool.
Be a good one. And I'm trying to think of like a newer style one that I would pick.
Yeah. Like how?
Yeah.
Like State Champs.
Everything is so nostalgic now. It's hard. Like when you try to think of bands, you always think of the nostalgia one.
You do.
Yeah. What's like a newer style band that could come out? Maybe like Water Parks, if you know them. They're pretty cool.
Water Parks, yeah. Neck Deep, maybe.
Neck Deep, yeah. That would be a really good one. They're actually...
That'd be actually,
and they're really fairly new, I guess.
Yeah. Well, new, yeah. And I mean, I think it'd be cool, like even like a Good Charlotte or something like that. Like, because there's bands on here that are like Yellow Card is No,
You know what would be cool since she's back would be Avril Lavigne on
That
there.
would be Avril Lavigne.
That would be killer.
Like, you can tear me up in the comments, but this may shock you, but like, go watch one of her YouTube videos. She can actually sing. Like,
She's incredible.
I'm going to see her
singer.
Thursday. I'm excited.
It's not all like touched
Seeing her
up as
Thursday.
what you would think. Like, she really nails it.
Yeah. That would be cool. Honestly, that would be really cool. The last thing I do, I mean, this is just, I guess, my own thing is Tom finally played Padre 2.0 live, which I was very, very stoked to see.
Yeah, I wish they had done it sooner for you, especially with you being in Toronto.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, like, Stefan gave him that guitar at the end of June, and like he was holding on to the photos because he was hoping that Tom would play it and then he could show everybody, and it just wouldn't happen. And then as soon as you put out all the content, then it happens, and it's like
I'm just happy that it happened. Like from what I was told from the start is like that is his main like dressing room guitar. And if you see like, because you know, Brian, like you and I were in what is it, Dreamland? What is it?
Dreamland. Yeah.
Dreamland.
So we were in Dreamland, and the aesthetics and the color, everything, it does match.
That's really weird.
It does match what that like Dreamland is, like Padre 2.0. So I see why he wanted it in there. And from the people that were in there after us and have saw the guitar said the same thing, that like really loves the aesthetics of it and plays it all the time. So I was happy with that. Like, I don't mean it to be on stage for as long as he plays it, likes it. That's all that. Like, I'm happy.
Do you have yours right there to show everybody? I can't think of a better time.
Yeah, I have it.
True.
You could just
Yin and yang.
because people like to see a video clip of it.
Yeah. It's has the silver.
Show them
one.
that strap pin on there.
Strap.
Yep.
It is the new one.
Actual strap pin. Yep.
The Go to Bridge, which is a heck of a lot better.
Yeah, do yourself a favor and buy that Godo bridge, everybody. Trust me.
Yeah.
Tuning issues and
It's so much better. Like it just everything about it. It feels so much better. But yeah, so him actually playing it live was really, really super cool to finally see. And he played it on two of like the songs that like I think would have been the best songs to play it on. Like my favorite, for everybody I'm sure knows by now, but my favorite Blink song, or I guess all the song in general, is Down. So the fact that he played that song on my favorite song was, I don't think I could have asked for anything more. I think my life is now complete. So
yeah.
I got him to write Anomaly, so I got that tattooed on me. And for the whole new sound, I mean, I do have a Disney tattoo, so obviously I'm just pumped for it. But yeah, so it was definitely a surreal moment finally seeing him play it. So
I just had this old thing. David's got one though.
yeah, it's
on his thigh, so we gotta or leg.
You got another tattoo, not Blink related, but you still got another one, though, yeah?
Me?
Yeah, on your...
Yeah, I got it. Oh my leg, I can't lift it up high enough.
Gonna do some yoga.
Cool Grim Reaper.
Any more plans for tattoos for you guys? Do you think?
Yeah, I think I want to get do you see the picture Sam Larson put up? I've already messaged him to check it's okay, and he said it was cool. But the alien skateboarding.
Oh, did you see that one?
Yeah, I want to get that on the back of my legs. I got like both sides now, and then get that kind of in the middle. I think it'd be cool.
That is, yeah. Brian,
Good idea. I don't know. My kid's name starts with a K, and I've thought about like hiding a little K somewhere, but like I don't know what like. If something hits me one day, I usually am like very like, let's go, and I'll do it that day. So like I don't put a lot of thought into it, unfortunately. But I don't really have a lot of ideas.
I got J, I don't know if you can focus it, but J and H, which I got my son Jacob to write the J and my daughter Haley to write the H.
Great.
So it's their writing, but and
That's
it's
a good
subtle.
idea.
It's subtle. But I do the whole Sam Larson thing. I haven't printed it out. I have the UFO I want to get summer, so I'm going to do that. And I've already talked to him, and he said it's totally cool as long as I take photos and tag him. But this Wednesday I'm going for like a flower kind of piece here, a big one. So I think it is midlife crisis and depression that is making me tattoo my body. It's addicting though. I hate to say it. It is very, very addicting to get tattoos, but
it is. Once I start on like a limb, Like, and I see gaps, I'm like,
It is. Like, Brad, how did you just stop? Like, because you have a big piece, obviously, but it stops kind of right there. Which actually, I like the placement of it where it does stop. But for you, where was it? Like, okay, that's good, I'm done. Like, what made you think, I don't need any more. That's it.
I would say it's the money, right? No, I'm just kidding. I will say this, Stefan. This is a big answer for me. While David thinks about it, is like my tattoos. My newest one's like 2012. If I got something new right here, the color doesn't match at all. It looks weird. So I would have to touch these up too. So like it's kind of good that you're on a roll because you just kind of get what you want for the most part, and then you can stop and they'll all kind of fade around the same. Because like if I got something here, it's gonna stick out, and then I gotta like match these. I mean, you don't have to, but that's one of the things that you got to think about.
Well, after a while, wouldn't they kind of be the same-ish color?
Yeah, I guess so. David would know more than me. I got mine all at the same time.
They do, yeah, they do fade, but if one's got like a 8-year head start, I guess it would always look a little bit more faded potentially.
Yeah.
But in 10, 20 years time, are you going to care? I don't think I will.
Yeah. But I don't know. As far as the rest of the year goes, we're waiting on the Linkin Park tour announcement, see how that goes.
Yeah.
We're waiting.
They did announce a few dates, didn't they? I saw there was like a few major cities this month.
But not their full world tour.
No.
And I can see why, Bradley, the guitarist, was like, I don't know if I want to do a tour because with them being back, like look at Blink, since Blink's being back, it's just been go.
He can just make a portion of it in royalties, right?
Yeah, exactly. Especially now with their catalog, I'm sure it's going to get tons of play now. So
Stefan's really excited about this Wiccan movie coming out, Wicked.
Yeah, 100%. I'm all about Ariana Grande and Wizard of Oz.
Did you get the trailer for that movie in Beetlejuice of like the Spider-Man guy? What's his name?
Andrew Garfield?
Yeah, Andrew Garfield, and he's got like a British accent, and he's in this car wreck with this girl, and then the girl they have a baby, and then the girl has cancer, and it looks like the saddest, sweetest love story movie. And I was like, man, I bet Stefan would be all over this.
I didn't see that though.
You didn't see that trailer? That one
was
mine. Yeah, you should look it up.
I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I can try. I don't know if I want to try it today.
It's sad. It's like
I did see
cars or whatever.
The new Joker trailer was in there too, which was really cool.
Yeah, have you seen that the reviews aren't good? I don't know.
We'll see. But I showed this to. I'm a big Batman Beyond. Batman for those. Batman Beyond is I think, is like my favorite Batman. So if they do a Batman Beyond, Brian, like you said,
what's his name? What's his name under the mask, Stefan?
Terry, isn't it?
Terry what?
Terry
McGinnis.
Terry McGinnis, yes, it's my favorite ever.
I thought it was wrong, so I was like, it's Terry McGinnis. Like did his name change somewhere? But no.
Here's you a great one. If you get this one, I'll give you credit. Okay, what is the name of Bruce's dog in that show?
Oh shit!
It's in like every episode.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's Ace, isn't it? I thought it was Ace.
I think it is Ace, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know who the voice actor was for Terry McGinnis?
What's that?
Do you know who the voice actor was for Terry McGinnis?
Oh my god. It is somebody I know.
It's somebody you would know, yeah. Especially from like the 90s, you would know.
Is it the kid from Boys Meets World?
It's the brother, the older brother, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, what's his name? I forgot.
Eric Matthews is all I think. Like I go by his name in
I hope in the comments I have impressed people with my geek Batman Beyond knowledge over here.
I'm way over my head. I like the Christian Bale Batmans.
Those were good. But if they made it Beyond, I'd be all over it. But well, I think that will do it. We're about 40 minutes in, so if you guys stayed,
he doesn't care.
If you guys stayed to the end, good idea.
Stay to the end. Okay, who has stuff on their desk?
I showed them. I think what I had on mine.
I'm not actually on my desk. So.
What do I have here? I don't think I have anything really on my...
I think I've shown it before, but my Gotham lunchbox I got at Comic-Con in 2015. It has nothing but lanyards in it, by the way. I have all these lanyards.
Nice. I just have a Michelangelo head.
That's cool.
Yeah. What do you have?
Well, I'm not on my desk because we're renovating the house. So I'm in the conservatory, but I've got a little. It's like a little plant pot, but you plant it. It's got seeds. It's like a seed bomb.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
Grow your dinner.
Yeah.
But
Well,
all right, guys.
I hope everybody's enjoyed our. You're gonna have to call this a series or something, like chill and chat or something like that. I don't
Chill
know.
chat. Yeah, we'll
Kicking back from here.
But all right, guys. We'll see you obviously in the next video. Bye for now, guys.